Hello everybody, this is Dimitri, cryptoparadise.consulting. I'm very glad to be with you again. This is session number 4 of our 5 sessions YouTube videos called UNBANK YOURSELF. So in session number 1 we saw the financial system and the 2008 crisis. Session number 2 was the creation of Bitcoin by Satoshi Nakamoto. Session number 3 was how Bitcoin comes into reality with the exchange platforms. And session number 4 today is DeFi, how decentralized finance comes now into reality. So just as a reminder, my goal with all those sessions is to make you realize the importance of decentralized finance, how it can really bring you protection against inflation, against the debasement of all fiat currencies. So that's mainly my goal with those sessions. Last time in session number 3, we finished by talking about Ethereum and what a smart contract is. So let's go back a little bit into this, because decentralized finance today is mainly used thanks to Ethereum platform. Ethereum was really the big game changer in when let's say Bitcoin is the internet of money and made the blockchain serve the money purpose. Well, with Ethereum is it's a bit the opposite way. It's money becomes serves now, money being the ethers, which is the money used by Ethereum. Money is now at the service of the blockchain. So it reversed a little bit the thing, meaning that blockchain can now be used for much wider items than only money. And that's what Ethereum basically brought in, and with the concept of smart contract. So what exactly is a smart contract? Because the base of Ethereum coding is allowing to code inside the Ethereum platform on the blockchain smart contracts. Smart contracts then allow much wider use, like DAO, which are decentralized autonomous organizations. So this eventually allows you to run any type of business completely without human intervention in the decision process, allowing codes to completely deal with all the decision processes. So to do that, a smart contract has to be understood. So what is exactly a smart contract? A smart contract is a programmable contract that allows two counterparties to set conditions of a transaction without needing to trust another third party for the execution. For example, if Alice wants to set up a trust fund to pay Bob $100 at the start of each month for the next 12 months, for example, she can program a smart contract to 1. Check the current date, 2. At the start of each month, send Bob $100 automatically, and 3. Repeat until the fund in the smart contract is exhausted. So using a smart contract, Alice has bypassed the need to have a trusted third-party intermediary, like a lawyer, escrow agents, etc., to send the trust fund to Bob, and made the process completely transparent to all involved parties. So I guess you get it. It's the end of the middleman. And that's what Ethereum and smart contracts brought in. And that's how probably blockchain will really revolutionize the way business work more and more. And the more we're going to get into this, the less we're going to there will be need for middlemen. So with these new challenges, of course, comes great responsibility, because you might have now freedom to interact and make sure that you get a fair interaction among participants. But of course, security has to be very, very importantly checked. One now very important topic to understand is that in DeFi, the first real smart contract applications were used to allow stablecoins to appear about a few years ago. So I told also a little bit about it in session number 3. Stablecoins are cryptocurrency that are completely linked to an existing fiat currency. So I'm not going to go again into why does it exist. I explained it in session number 3. So we have one of the most used stablecoins in the cryptosphere is Tether. Tether is a stablecoin USDT linked to the US dollar. 1 Tether equals 1 US dollar, and they were created by Bitfinex, which is a platform, exchange platform that exists since a few years. So today, we can say that around 80% of all stablecoins, stablecoin transactions are on Tether. So Tether is really a major leader on this stablecoin market, and stablecoin transactions are now a huge amount of the crypto transactions every day. We saw many examples coming out with decentralized finance in the last several years. I'm going to give you a few examples. One which I really loved a lot. Unfortunately, they changed a little their model a few weeks ago. Was Abra. Still exists, Abra, A-B-R-A. But at the origin, it was really built as a platform that allowed you to hold any type of asset. It could be currencies, it could be fiat currencies, cryptos, but also stocks, even bonds. It was an amazing platform, but it was all backed by your Bitcoins or Ethereums that you had put into the platform. So it really was an amazing business model, because every asset was completely backed by your Bitcoin, and smart contracts were allowing you to be exposed actually to those assets, whatever they were. It could be Apple, could be Tesla, could be so many different stocks and even ETFs. So you were exposed to them via the Bitcoins you had deposited. So everything was linked to the blockchain. So I really loved this project very much. It showed you what DeFi was capable of doing. Unfortunately, Abra, for internal reasons and probably regulatory reasons, decided to get out of this model and are now into a more usual custody model. That was for Abra. There were many projects that now exist on the decentralized finance and on Ethereum platform. What decentralized finance does, it seeks to build a better financial landscape made possible by the advent of the internet and blockchain technology, particularly in 3 segments of the banking system. Number 1, payment and clearance system, which is actually remittance. Number 2, accessibility. Number 3, centralization and transparency. So in all those different aspects, decentralized finance is going to be really a game changer. So you now can see on decentralized finance, you can find apps which will allow you to do so many things completely in a decentralized form, like credit and loans. So I gave you already the link, and I'm going to put it down there, about the Celsius app. Celsius is in an intermediary because it deals with decentralized finance, but it is a centralized project. And actually, it brings this link between the centralized world and the decentralized world. But today you're able to do in a complete decentralized way loans, borrowing. You have decentralized exchange platforms. You have now you have derivatives that are now even decentralized. You can have a portfolio that is of assets that is also now decentralized. You can have decentralized lotteries. So you have many decentralized projects that are appearing everywhere. This thing is going fast. It's now, of course, quite small. It's still not in big, widely open, but it's gonna grow and grow for sure in the years to come. So a lot of these new inventions actually are now fastly growing in this new decentralized finance space. What is clear is that what we're facing is we are facing a moment where there is really a war going on between the centralized world and the decentralized world. So the centralized world, as we all know, is led by governments and by central banks, and they, of course, don't see all this happening very happily, as you can imagine. Because what they're facing is a real, very real competition by decentralized finance that can just take them out of business. So we're gonna see all that arriving, and this is gonna be very interesting moments. I think it's historical what we're living in. What I want you to make sure is to understand that decentralized finance is here to stay, and you know it's time probably for all of you to start to be part of it as an early adopter, of course. Today you're still in this category of early adopters if you do that, but I'm going to put you the link as I told you, and I'm gonna explain you in session number 5 why Celsius is for me one of the best options for anybody who wants to save its liquidities to go into, and Celsius allows you to earn very high interest rates on the 3 major liquid assets that exist today, which are fiat currencies, or which simply money, which are cryptocurrencies, and gold. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the link that you're going to see at the end of this video, or you can also subscribe to my blog website, cryptoparadise.consulting.